Good evening and welcome to Censored News this Tuesday evening. As always, we bring you news, community stories, economics, weather and sports. I am Diana Master. In the news tonight, President Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah today officiated the opening of the third Parliament, the first meeting of the year. President Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah has called for equitable distribution of the country's wealth, stressing that the country's natural resources must benefit the broader population and not a select few. Speaking during the official opening of the third session of Parliament on Tuesday, Nandi-Ndaitwah said lawmakers must ensure that resource governance is both responsible and sustainable. Let's take a look.
Parliament's role in creating responsive, inclusive, and protective legislation becomes even more vital. The resilience of our people must be complemented by the foresight of our laws. When the 8th administration assumed office on the 21st of March, we were fully aware of the depth and the scale of the economic challenge confronting our nation. Our immediate focus was on stabilization, restoring confidence, and re-energizing growth. We remain dedicated to expanding production, increased participation in the economy, and making sure our people are active contributors, not just spectators in national development. The wealth generated in this country should benefit many of our people, not just a few. As Parliament continues to pass laws, it must ensure that natural resources are used responsibly and sustainably. Adding value to our product should be one of our core principles to stimulate and grow our economy. It should be our future strategic goal to gradually stop extracting our resources without local beneficiation. Last year, the government called on the public to propose amendment to any of our laws in order to address the needs of our people holistically. Some of the critical proposal amendments from the public include those that will ensure meaningful national benefit from our natural resources. It is therefore important that when those amendments are brought to Parliament, they should be considered with urgency.
Getting into our next story, residents around the Aeneas Peter Nanyemba Road and Havana Four-Way face ongoing health risks as stormwater and sewage sweep through their homes. A bridge constructed between 2023 and 2024 has become a dumping channel for rubbish, worsening the problem during rains. Havana Representative David Matthews told Network Media Hub NMH today that every time it rains, all the rubbish collected from other nearby locations is dumped here and most of the people's properties have been damaged. Dysfunctional sewer systems, he added, contribute further, with newspapers, cardboard and even pieces of mattresses flowing into homes. Matthews criticized local councillors for being detached and called on municipal and national authorities to intervene to protect residents' health.
We are sitting here is because of this bridge. This was constructed between 2023 and 2024. Of course, it poses a health hazard for the human beings living here. So we don't know the kind of contractor who in his right mind so construct a bridge that drops all type of rubbish here. So every time it rains, all the rubbish collected from Peter Aeneas Nanyemba is dumped here. And even worse, when the sewer systems are dysfunctional, which happen every now and then, because you know the problem of the inhabitants of Havana, perhaps the type of things that we use for the toilet, so be it newspapers or it's a piece of mattresses or say it's cardboard boxes. So every time it's blocked, and this sweeps into our homes. So it has been ongoing for now, from 2023 up to now. So all the departments of municipality that are apparently responsible for this are aware of this. Say research and education, solid waste, stormwater, even our regional councillor know, but then with him it's a little bit different because he always tries to come on the scene and report this to people who are responsible. I mean, but you have that question with the local authority councillors who represent us supposedly, but they do not live here. That's why they don't care about this kind of things. So perhaps that's why people have to get involved, you know, the decision makers, what you have like a Minister of Urban and
Getting into our next story, the Meat Corporation of Namibia this week informed livestock producers that all producer payments are fully up to date with no outstanding arrears. Between November and December 2025 and January 2026, Meatco paid out over 580 million Namibian dollars to producers marketing livestock directly to the corporation. In addition, 52 million Namibian dollars was paid to producers marketing through permit days, while 64 million Namibian dollars was paid to Northern Communal Area producers. These payments underscore Meatco's commitment to timely, reliable and transparent compensation to producers across the country. For the 2025-2026 financial year commencing in February, Meatco has planned a total throughput of 63,000 cattle, including approximately 13,000 head from the NCA. This reflects the corporation's continued focus on inclusive market access for both commercial and communal producers, Meatco said. The corporation reaffirmed its role as Namibia's primary red meat industry stabilizer, providing competitive and consistent pricing that reduces market volatility and supports sustainable producer incomes, particularly within the rural agricultural economy. As an export abattoir, Meatco is currently offering the highest producer prices for the February to April 2026 period, ranging from 68 to 78 Namibian dollars per kilogram for AB 1 through 4 grades. These prices provide producers with value, certainty, and confidence when planning their marketing decisions. Meatco remains committed to strengthening the livestock value chain, supporting producers and safeguarding the long-term sustainability of Namibia's red meat industry, it added. Now, the Ministry of Education, Innovation, Youth, Sports, Arts and Culture is entering the final phase of a nationwide digital infrastructure rollout initiated last year. In her 2026 annual address on 28 January, Education Minister Sanet Steenkamp said that the foundational work to modernize Namibia's classrooms began during the 2025-2026 financial year. As the ministry prepares for the 2026-2027 business cycle, the focus has shifted towards completing these critical technology installations to meet the growing demand for digital learning tools. A core component of this strategy involves completing the establishment of computer laboratories in 6 schools per region across all 14 regions. These laboratories are designed to equip both learners and teachers with the resources necessary for a modern, knowledge-based economy by ensuring these laboratories are fully operational within the current financial year. The ministry aims to provide equitable access to technology for students in both urban and rural communities. Simultaneously, the ministry is working to finalize high-speed internet connectivity at 300 schools nationwide. This connectivity project, which saw significant progress over the past year, is essential for supporting the new curriculum and enhancing literacy and numeracy gains. The integration of reliable internet access with the new computer laboratories is expected to transform these schools into hubs of information and innovation. Steenkamp emphasized that finalizing these digital projects is a non-negotiable priority in advancing the ministry's mission to shape the nation's future. She noted that the successful completion of these laboratories and internet connections will directly support more than 526,000 users who rely on the ministry's information ecosystem for education and economic participation. By adhering to its Foundation First, Excellence Always motto, the ministry intends to deliver these completed digital assets to schools before the end of the 2026-2027 financial period. Closing off our top stories, a 39-year-old man arrested in Ongwediva for allegedly deliberately damaging his own car and attempting to defraud his insurance company has been released on 10,000 Namibian dollars bail. Shetekela Mateus from Ongwediva appeared in the Oshakati Magistrates Court on Friday. His case has been postponed to the 20th of August for further police investigation. Frederick Njadila, who recently headed the Oshana Police Crime Investigation Unit before being transferred to Windhoek, said the suspect reported the incident at the Ongwediva police station on the 24th of December. Matthias reportedly told police that his Volkswagen Polo had been involved in a crash near Omalanga Mills at around 1:50 a.m. He said he was driving towards Omalanga Mills when the bright headlights of an oncoming vehicle temporarily blinded him, causing him to swerve off the road and crash into a tree. However, police investigations revealed Matthias's account was untrue. Jadila said the accused had deliberately driven his vehicle into the tree twice, apparently in an attempt to stage an accident and claim insurance. CCTV footage was collected whereby the accused was observed hitting the car into the tree twice while there was another car standing near the scene. There was no oncoming vehicle at the time of the incident, as the accused alleged, Jadila said. Jadila further added that investigators also noted that the accident was only reported to the police at around 9 a.m., several hours after it allegedly occurred and after the vehicle had already been removed from the scene. That brings us to the end of our top stories. Stick around after the break. We bring you our Community Talk segment.
We're kicking your year off
in all her glory.
with more because we got you.
You get it?
You know that
We got kicks. We got scores. We got action. We got roars.
It's my specialty.
We got drama. We got fun. We got more for everyone with an upgrade on us just for you. More channels, more shows, more reasons to stay.
we got you.
DSTV, we got you all the way.
Tonight in our Community Talk segment, after a Network Media Hub report on the plight of Ngwangwa residents being forced to rely on contaminated pond water for daily use, Rundu Town Council councillor and affirmative repositioning member Patrick Kufuna visited the area, describing the situation as unacceptable. Kufuna stressed that Ngwangwa forms part of Rundu urban and its residents deserve access to clean and safe water. He said he met with the affected community to hear their concerns and pledged to take the matter to the council, promising to push for urgent intervention to resolve the crisis.
We are at Ngwangwa here. There was something that was circulating on social media yesterday regarding people of Ngwangwa consuming water in boreholes. So now, as we can see here, this now the water that our people are consuming. So is it really fair, people from Rundu? And this location is not a location from maybe in outside town. It's a location inside town. It's part of Rundu. So, and for me as a councillor, so I really feel bad when I saw the video of one of the residents of Ngwangwa talking about how they are struggling with water here. So now we had a meeting with them, so I listened to their problems. So now here I am. I just want to assure you that my people, your concerns were taken, and then we'll go there at the council and then fight for you people. So now, and also one thing that I want to ask the old meme here is that meme oina katantrenge pena tokara pena si wale muamere muam hampurukira momu wale no wana weni momu na yenye muam ninkira mapora ngapa kulizuwa konye asingano agamema inkingano agavurungano kuninkanye udigu agaretesa
agamema udiguago mema goma donatuno agamema imwe twampurukiramo umwe twakulira Ngwangwa kapyazili kinji staura mwato nopomba mwato simpe kunwa mu matope memba imbumburu yakaramo omuntu.
After the break, we bring you the latest in the world of economics.
Ready to be entertained? We've got you. GoTV's got more shows just for you.
That's right.
More movies?
Yes. Jackpot.
More kids shows?
Of course.
And more football than anywhere else.
No doubt about it.
Yes, we've got more. And we've got you. Pay for your current GoTV package and we'll upgrade you to the next highest package. Get more with GoTV. At home or on the go with GoTV Stream. GoTV. Love it.
Tonight in economic news, MTC Maris has signed an agreement with Kazang to expand Maris services nationwide. Kazang, one of Africa's leading mobile money and digital payment distributors, brings to the partnership an extensive national footprint of more than 5,500 agents across the country. This network provides Maris with instant reach into high-density urban areas, informal settlements and remote rural communities. MTC Maris Executive Director Kayembe Ilunga said the partnership signifies a bold commitment to advance Maris' mandate and its vision of 100% financial inclusion in Namibia. Through this partnership, we will drive and accelerate our core mandate of ensuring that every Namibian, regardless of location or economic status, can access essential financial services through a trusted local agent, Ilunga said. Kazang has vast established distribution points, allowing us to deepen financial inclusion by reducing travel time and costs for customers needing cash in, cash out or wallet services. It enables us to provide secure and regulated e-money channels that are in line with Namibia's anti-money laundering and Bank of Namibia requirements, he added. On the uptake and growth of Maris, Ilunga revealed that since January of 2026, the service has over 500,000 registered customers. He noted that while onboarding Kazang is a significant milestone, more is yet to be done. We continue to mature our operational, technical, and agent support capabilities, ensuring that as the network grows, service quality grows with it. Hence, we are investing in field support training, compliance, and customer-centered offerings. With this agreement, we are decisively building a financial ecosystem where every Namibian household can access digital payments, remittances, and e-money services safely and conveniently from Katima Mulilo to Opuo, from urban taxi ranks to the most remote rural communities, Ilunga said. Getting into our next story, S&P Global Ratings has cautioned that African governments facing rising debt risks as hard currency repayment schedules in 2026 increase pressure on external buffers, contributing to rollover risks. The agency's latest African Sovereign Outlook report, published on Monday, shows that government external debt repayments are now over 3 times larger than in 2012. Structurally, high debt and low concentrated revenue bases will continue to pose key risks, and with government external debt repayments likely to exceed $90 billion this year, external vulnerabilities have also increased. S&P's Benjamin Young wrote in the report, government external debt repayments are approaching a peak. Egypt accounts for nearly 1/3 of this year's tally, with $27 billion due in principal repayments, followed by Angola, South Africa, and Nigeria. S&P noted that average sovereign ratings in the region have reached their highest level since late 2020, reflecting reform momentum and improved growth. However, it was a sign of key credit metrics stabilizing rather than significantly improving, as structural adjustments to reduce debt burdens tended to require longer timelines, S&P analysts said. Easing global financial conditions and investors seeking to diversify their investments have reopened the door for a number of African sovereigns to tap global capital markets. However, some of them, such as the Republic of Congo, had to offer double-digit yields in recent months, widely seen as too expensive for issuers, and a number of governments have resorted to off-market deals such as private placements or total return swaps. Economic growth is projected to remain steady, with average real GDP growth forecast at 4.5% in 2026, while fiscal deficits are expected to modestly consolidate to 3.5% of GDP. Nevertheless, government debt is anticipated to stay elevated at around 61% of GDP on average. Now let's take a look at our financial indicators. The Namibian dollar trades at 21.97 to the British pound, 18.96 against the euro, 16.08 to the US dollar, and 2 Namibian dollars and 32 cents buys you 1 Chinese yuan. All commodities are up, with platinum taking the biggest height, with now trading at 4.67% and trading at $2,236 per ounce. Tonight in international news, Ghana has paused citizen applications for members of the African diaspora in order to make the system more accessible and user-friendly. Since 2016, those who can prove that their ancestors came from Africa have been able to get Ghanaian nationality. It was primarily aimed at the descendants of those who were victims of the transatlantic slave trade. More than 1,000 people, including African-American singer-songwriter Stevie Wonder, have obtained Ghanaian citizenship in recent years. However, some applicants have complained about the number of stages involved as well as the high cost. Dr. Erica Bennett, ambassador for the Diaspora African Forum, which helps people relocate to Ghana, told the BBC that many applicants struggled with the requirement to submit DNA evidence within a week of the application, saying the time frame was impossible for most and that some also questioned the reliability of DNA testing. She said the 1-week deadline for submitting all additional documentation was difficult to meet. Another concern was cost. The application fee stands at $136, while shortlisted candidates are required to pay a further $2,280. They are then vetted and attend a 1-day citizenship orientation before finally receiving their nationality at a ceremony overseen by President John Mahama. Bennett expressed confidence that the issues would be resolved and that the application process would resume. The government has said updated timelines and guidelines will be issued in due course without giving a time frame. Ghana's outreach to Africans worldwide is rooted in its post-independence Pan-African vision, championed by the country's first president, Kwame Nkrumah. That brings us to the end of our international news segment. Now let's take a look at the weather predictions. Winter can expect partly cloudy conditions with maximum temperatures of 31 degrees Celsius and minimum temperatures of 20 degrees Celsius. Most parts of the country, though, can experience cloudy weather. In Anana, maximum temperatures will be at 31 degrees Celsius and minimum temperatures will be at 19 degrees Celsius. Looking over at the coast, both Swakopmund and Walvis Bay can expect partly cloudy conditions and maximum temperatures of 20 and 23 degrees Celsius respectively, and minimum temperatures of 19 and 20 degrees Celsius respectively. Tonight in our sports news, Namibian Football Association President Robert Shimoshili says that they are proud of the Brave Five and fully support them as they take on their next AFCON futsal qualifying game at the MTC Dome, Namibia on a Wednesday at 7 p.m. Let's take a look.
We want to commend the futsal leadership of this country. We accommodate them to be a member of NFA 2023 November 17. We give them all the necessary support. We want to compete as any other countries worldwide as far as futsal is concerned. FIFA and CAF, they are very much interested and very much aggressively in terms of promoting futsal. We want also as a Namibia to be a competitive nation when it comes to futsal. We are proud of the boys, we are proud of their leaderships, we are behind them as an association, as their federation, as their mother body. We try to give all the necessary support. We do best when we play against Kenya. We are now hosting Libya. The game is on Wednesday, 1900. We call out all the Namibian people to go and support the boys at MTC Dome at Swakopmund. I will be present myself, and I want all of you, including for you, maybe just to come and cover and expose to this competition, our country. And there's no doubt that we can overcome, we can do better against
And with that, we have come to the end of the broadcast. I am Diana Master, and this has been Sunset News. Don't end your day without us.